think we're live. What's up, everybody? I think we're live. I'm just going to make sure. I see it come up everywhere, and then we'll get started. Good to have everybody in here. Maybe we're not live. Oh, wait. Here we go. All right, let me know in the chat if you guys see me. Good to have everybody in here. Okay, yeah, all right. So it looks like we're live. Good evening, everybody. We're doing a continuation of last night. So good to have everybody in. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. It's been an eventful weekend for us, for sure. So we'll get into all the drama of the weekend, and we'll get into all of that. I got lots of news to talk about, and of course, we're going to talk about it. It's our Sunday social. We got to talk about what ride we're going to discuss, and of course, that's Soarin over at Epcot. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to have lots of fun things to talk about today. So good to have everybody here. Lots of news to talk about as well. Got a lot of opinions on some new stuff that I want to go over with you guys. Going to give you an update on the happenings from yesterday and over the weekend. It's been an interesting couple of days for sure. But anyway, we're glad you guys are here. Thank you for being here. Let's do some quick mousekeeping to get everything up and running. Don't forget, we'll be back hopefully this weekend. I keep saying that, but the last 2 weekends have not gone well. Terry, what's up, man? Good to see you. It's been a while. I know it's morning for you. Last 2 weekends have not gone well, but we hope to be back Sunday and Saturday. We're probably going to do 2 streams this weekend. We are getting feedback from you. What do you mean? Let's see what audio I have here. Hold on. Let's see what the audio is. It should be the, I'm not sure what it is. I don't have anything else on. Sorry about that, gang. But, okay, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say already. Anybody else having an echo or anything like that? Shouldn't have any kind of echo or anything, because there's nothing else on that should echo it. Sounds good here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's get into a few things real fast. We'll do some quick mousekeeping. Of course, this weekend, hopefully we'll be at the parks Saturday and Sunday. Look for those thumbnails. Sunday, normally Magic Kingdom. Saturday, I'm going to let Melissa pick where we go. We might go to Universal. We might go to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. Wherever she wants to go, we're going to go. I'm going to let her decide. And we're going to do that Saturday, Sunday at Magic Kingdom, our normal walk in the park on Sunday. That might even change too. I don't know for sure, but we're going to be back this weekend full throttle for sure. Of course, the holidays are coming, so expect a lot of live streams from me specifically. You'll start seeing those thumbnails coming out. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for sure. No stream tomorrow night. We have a prior engagement in the evening. We're going up to Disney for a dinner, so we're hoping to vlog that dinner for you guys. It's a place we've never been. I think we're going to STK Orlando. We're going to try that for the first time, so that should be neat. All right, don't forget, we have a Mouse Talk meetup coming up. Mine isn't quite as good as Pete's. But yes, Mouse Talk meetup coming up very soon now. We're less than 2 months out. We're about a month and a half out now from the Mouse Talk meetup on November 8th, 10 a.m. at Disney Springs over by House of Blues and Cirque du Soleil. And then if you can't make the November 8th one, the February 7th, we're going to be same place. Disney Springs, 10 a.m., House of Blues. In between there and Cirque du Soleil, there's a nice little area over by the water. We're going to meet everybody there. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you think you can make it, that's fantastic. We'd love to know you're coming. Send us an email right there, askmousetalk@gmail.com. Already had many people, when I say many, us many, stating they were coming. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys can make it. If we don't live stream it, I'll vlog it. We'll have some kind of record of it for sure. But anyway, good to have everybody in here. There it is again. Mouse Talk Meetup, November 8th, 10 a.m. It's a Saturday, so hopefully work won't get in the way if you're a local and you can make it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And all right, I think that's it. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Jeannie's here. Jeannie, Animal Zone, welcome in. Victor and Janet, welcome in. Tara Enders is here. Stardio Studios, what's up, Steve? Monica Odiette, Christine Hickman. Terry Gallia, what's up, Terry? Good morning to you. I know where you are. It's already Tuesday. Karen Kushner, welcome in. Stacy Bailey, welcome in. Melissa's here. She's downstairs. Matt Simbatu, welcome in, Matt. Kim Daniels is here. Vicky Pauley's in the house. Stephanie Danielle, I think I got everybody that's chatting. Dylan Hammond, Ray, what's up, Ray? Welcome in. Hope you and Steph are doing well. CC Bus, welcome as well. Good to have you. Douglas Bailey's here. Yoo-hoo's here. Yoo-hoo! Welcome in, Mad Flat Hatter, Mike Lapine. To make arrangements for the November, I need to make... Steve, that'd be great if you can make it. We'd love to have you here. Anyway, all right, I think we're up to date. So, before we even get started on any of the fun stuff, we'll get into the serious stuff. Dang it, we're going to be down a week later, maybe February. Yeah, Victor, whatever you can do, man. So, of course, we tried to have this stream. Hey, Brian, welcome in. We tried to have this stream last night, and we couldn't do it. We had a little bit of an emergency. Our son, Mason, was taken by ambulance to the hospital. He's fine. He was having just some really his heart rate had really skyrocketed. He was blurry vision and all, so they didn't want to take any chances. So he had it at work, so that work rushed him to the hospital. He called us from the hospital. He sounded fine when he called, but obviously we're not going to take any chances. So we rushed over there last night and went in. He looked fine. He sounded fine. He didn't seem upset. He said he felt better as the day went on. They did admit him for the night just to run some extra tests, because whenever you're talking about the heart, you want to make sure we're good there. Blood work came back good. Kidney work came back good. Heart rate came back good after they did all the different tests they needed to do for him. His biggest thing is he needs to cut back on the caffeine and the sugar and the soda and stuff like that. He needs to drink more water. He doesn't drink water. He's he's like me in a lot of ways when it comes to that. I've gotten a ton better, but so he's better now. No, Brian, I don't think it's anything like that. That's been ruled out. And I hope not at the age of 24. But he's fine. But yeah, he's doing good. He's home. He's all good. He said doctor checked him out. Everything's good to go. And, just fingers crossed nothing like that happens again. Very, very hydration and stress. Yes, of course. But he's better now. It was, it's always scary, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, but he's much better. He's good. All ready to go, rock and roll. He can go back to work. He's cleared for work and all that. So it's all good. Yeah, he's all good. But anyway, yeah, it's been a crazy weekend. We didn't tell you about the story about the dog. I got to tell you the story about the dog as well. So it's just been that kind of weekend. So Sunday, we were supposed to be at Magic Kingdom to do the stream. Gimbal wasn't working. We couldn't do the stream. Rhiannon, a friend of ours who's in the chat sometimes, is from Australia, is in town. Spent a little bit of time with her. Then we went home. So we come home. And usually when we come home, when we open the door, there's the dog. He comes running. He's happy to see us. He's all happy. His tail's wagging. He's good to go. He loves us. He's coming right up to the door. So this time we go in and we open the door, and he's right underneath the table, the dining room table, which you can see as you come into the door. And we open the door, and his eyes are closed, and he's laying there. Open the door. He didn't move. Didn't move a muscle. And I go, Cam, we're home. He didn't move a muscle. So then I'm like, Cam, we're home. I said it louder. He didn't move. No movement whatsoever. So, of course, we're thinking the worst. So we go right up to him, and he's not moving at all. Finally, I kind of really loudly said his name, and I clap my hands, and he jumps up. Melissa's bawling. She's crying. We thought he was gone. We did. We thought he was gone. He's going to be 13. He's getting older. He's got some issues. We thought he was gone. And it just seems that he's having some issues with his hearing. He's taking some medicine because he gets a lot of ear infections. One of the side effects of the ear infection is that you can lose your hearing. And it seems to be a side effect that he got. So he's healthy. He's fine. He's just having real trouble hearing anything right Yeah, but he didn't hear us at all until I finally got really close, clapped my hands together really loud, and then he jumped up. I didn't mean to scare him, but he scared us. She was there crying like crazy. She thought he was gone. I thought he was gone too. I really did. But he's good. He's outside now. But anyway, it's been an interesting weekend in the Mouse Talk family. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get on to some fun, good stuff. Soarin' around the world. Let's go. Yeah, poor puppy for sure. Let's talk a little bit about Soarin' as we get this going. And look, I think everybody knows. I'm going to read a little bit of stuff here about Soarin', and we'll get into it as a whole. Let me do that. I need to move this. All right, so let's talk about a little bit about Soarin'. I'm going to bring up the thing, and then we'll get into all the voting that we do, all that good stuff. All right, there's your ride. So I'm sure we all know that, you know, the one at Epcot was duplicated from the one out in California. It opened here in Walt Disney World in May 2005. And, of course, it used to have all kinds of different things. And then from there, they had pictures all around in the queue. We'll talk about the queue in a little bit. And from 2005 until 2016, it was the Soarin' over California, or just Soarin'. Then they changed it to Soarin' around the world when it reopened for all the different wonders around the world. And then for a little while there during the 100 Years of Magic, they did revert back to Soarin' over California for a little bit. And now they're back to being Soarin' around the world again. So the ride's been around for a little while now. And it's still pretty awesome. Let's get into it, though. I want to talk to you guys. Let's start with the queue, which you saw a little bit of it in the video there. Let's talk a little bit about the ride queue. And we got a lot of news to go over tonight, too, guys. I want to go over some news and notes, too. Lots to talk about there. All right, so the ride queue on this. Is it bad? Is it okay? Is it good or is it great? We're talking about the queue. All right, and there's your voting. Well, let me know what you think about the ride queue. What is the ride queue like for you guys? Let me know if the voting is working. Is the voting working? Vicky Pauly, welcome in. Is the voting working? I don't see it's working. AR Glover, what's up, Abby? Welcome in. Joseph Dion, welcome in. Brandy Baez, welcome in. Oh, Brandy, don't worry about it. Good to see you. Oh, dude, your dad passing. I'm sorry to hear about your dad. All right, let me end the poll. Let me end it. I'm going to try it again. Let me try it again. I don't know. All I can do is put it up there for you guys. All right, I'm trying to put it up again. It might be that the poll's down. I'm not sure. All right, let's try it this time. Go ahead. Let's see if it works this time. All right, I think we're good now. All right, I think it's working now. So the ride queue, good, bad, okay, great ride queue. Just the queue. We'll get to the ride itself in a minute. Actually, let me pause that for a second. So good, okay, bad, great. What do you think about the queue? So here's my opinion on the queue. I think the queue is okay. I don't think this queue is good. I don't think it's great. One of the things, Matt Flatheader, welcome in. I like the idea of the quiz they have, but don't like having to use my phone when battery life is premium. Right, that makes sense. Mike Lapine, welcome in. Horizons, welcome in. Here's my thing. I think the queue is okay. I love the music in the queue. Visually, it's all right. The whole game thing up there could go a long way with that. I think they failed at that. Doesn't work great. It doesn't do well. I don't like that portion of it. Put something else up there. Maybe put some video of the different places you're going to go when you get on the ride. The music is great. The queue itself is all right. Obviously, the pre-show is a lot of fun. I have a lot of quotes from that, like "Nice work, pal," or of course, these little beauties. Hey, welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick. I'll be your chief flight attendant today. So many great quotable things from the ride itself. Absolutely. Soarin' the Tower, all that great stuff. The queue is okay to me. Could it be great? Great. Any queue, it's hard to be great, but I think it's okay. What's up, Jason? Welcome in. I think there's a lot of wasted space with that queue too. I think there's things they could do for it to make it a little bit nicer. I don't need interactive stuff. I don't need interactive stuff. I just want visuals. But then again, who knows? Charlie and Stacy welcoming themselves in. What's up, Charlie and Stacy? Hey, Al, welcome in. Ian Thor, welcome in. Good to see you. But anyway, I don't think the queue is that good. It could be better. That's just me. But that's the queue. All right, let's get into the ride itself, though. Heather Springer, what's up, Heather? Welcome in. Hi, Gregory. Good to see you, pal. All right, let me take that off the screen. All right, so now let's get into the ride itself. Keep America's Second Amendment strong. Welcome in from the South Carolina coast. Same, just something instead of the back of someone's head. Yes, exactly, Jason. But let's get into the ride itself now. I'll put the poll up for the ride. Let me. And you guys, by the way, 67% of you agree with me. The queue is okay. Could it be better? Yes. Somebody put great. I'm glad. I'm glad you really like it. All right, let's get into the ride queue itself. The ride itself. What do you think of this ride? And we're going to get into it. Let me give you the queue. Let me give you the voting options. Just like before, is it an okay ride? Is it a good ride? Is it a great ride? Up to you. There it is. Have at it. Go ahead and vote. Okay, bad, good, great. What do you think? I can ride it now that I'm a Disneyland local. Yes, you can, Steve. That's right. You can. Dreamer Deborah, welcome in. Guys, hit that like button as you're heading in, please. Definitely helps the stream a lot. We're already got 47 likes. I appreciate that with 57 watching. Jason says, I love it. Wish it was longer. A lot of people love this ride. So here's my opinion on the ride itself. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. I think it's good, borderline great. Okay, I love this ride. I do. I think this is a great ride. But if somebody says good to me, I'm okay with good. I love Soarin' over California better than I like Soarin' around the world. Part of it is, I know that a lot of it, and it's always what you know. Stephanie Danielle, welcome. Here's what I'll say about the ride itself. A lot of what you have in the original is real flyovers that they did with a camera. That's all real. A lot of what you see in the Soarin' over or around the world is not real. It's CGI. They didn't really fly over that. That kind of takes away from it a little bit for me. Yes, the Eiffel Tower, like Brian said, the Eiffel Tower being crooked, which you can kind of see in this video right there. Look at it. You can see it. They've kind of fixed that with the new, when they did, when they kind of updated and refurbed it a little bit. I'm glad. But still, a lot of it is not real. And that's kind of a bummer to me. Kay Wilby, welcome in. Kay, were you a member before? Is this your first time? Kay, if you're a new member, send us an email to askmousetalk@gmail.com, and we'll get you out a button and a postcard for being a member. And you're Bibbidi Bobbidi Bunch, so I think you'll get a magnet with that too. Thank you very much for becoming a member. But I think this is a great ride. I think it could be great if they could fix some of those things. I like the Soarin' around the world, but I loved Soarin' over California. I don't know. There was something about it. Maybe because it's the OG, Maybe that's why. But the ride system itself is great. I think there's a lot of good things. All right, so somebody put okay. I got to ask, what is it? And it's fine that you put okay. I totally get it. If you put okay, if you're willing to tell me why you think it's okay, I'd love to hear from you. I'm interested when people if somebody put bad, I would love to know why you don't like it. It could be because you don't like heights. Ryan F., welcome in. Oh, you're not late. Welcome in, man. Good to have you here. So I really enjoy the Soarin' over California. Maybe because that was first, right? Maybe that's why. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing. Maybe if Soarin' over the world, around the world came first, Maybe I would like that better because that was first. Who knows? But I do. I like the other one a little bit better. Anyway, all right. So that's the voting. I'm curious. Again, if you put okay and you don't want to say you're the person that put okay, I totally get it. Don't worry about it. All right, so now let's talk about it. Oh, that's mine. I'm not going to put that up there yet. Hey, Rob, welcome in. Rob Fuzz, welcome in. Allie French, welcome in. Glad for your four-legged furry soulmate's okay. Oh, man, sorry to hear that, Allie. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. All right, let's go. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Let me get the voting up. How long are you waiting for this ride? How long are you going to wait? How long are you waiting for this ride? Are you going to wait 10 to 20? Are you going to wait 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 or more? How long are you waiting for Soarin? Yeah, it's going to be different for everybody. Again, you're Dan 820 Chief. Welcome in. I think I got everybody else. But yeah, it's different for everybody. But, what do you want out of this ride? What is it for you? For me, I would wait 30 to 40 minutes for this ride. I really would. If I'm down, and this is my only trip, and I'm going to come to Epcot once or twice in my 5 to 6 days that I'm in the park. I'm waiting for this ride. If you have to ride it, I'm waiting 30 to 40 minutes. I don't know that I'm going to wait 40 or more. I might wait 40 or more, but I'm definitely waiting 30 to 40 minutes for this. It's worth it. It really is a phenomenal ride. Most of the time when people ride this ride, they get off and they're clapping. I just think it's great. Coming down once or twice, we're waiting. Sorry, it's a must-do for us. I get it, Victor. I totally understand that. I'm with you 100%. If I'm coming down once a year, or maybe not even once a year, once every other year, a few years, yes, I have to ride it. I would agree. Animal Zone says, my vote is based on being out of state and my wife's favorite ride. Totally get it. I get it. Brian says he's waited 180 minutes in the outside queue of Soarin' over California during the cast preview days. Yeah, I get it, Brian. I totally understand. Jason said, I try not to stay in line more than 30 minutes for anything. It just wastes my time. Plan accordingly. Jason, I get it. Again, different circumstances are gonna present you with different options. You're right. If you can get to the park right away, first thing in the morning, and you go right over there, you probably are going to get in pretty quick. But how long are you willing to wait? I guess. See you, Tiger. Welcome in. Mason's better. Thank you. And Al, that's true too. If it's raining outside and it's pouring and there's nothing else to do, there's really nowhere else to go, I might even wait more than 30 to 40. I might go 40 or more. But I get it. I totally get it with whatever. Somebody said they'd wait 10 to 20. Totally understand that too. Stacy said, I appreciate that I can bring my scooter through the whole queue, but I still wouldn't wait more than 30 minutes. I get it. I understand. Vicky said, I'm coming down from Wisconsin. One of my favorites, I'm waiting. Yep, I get it, Vicky. Ryan says, being that I don't get down there as often as I'd like, I would wait about an hour. After that, I'm not sure. Ryan, totally get it. Again, is the juice worth the squeeze? I think for a lot of folks it is. I really, really do. I really do. All right, and most people said 20 to 30 minutes they're waiting. 30 to 40 is right there too at 36%. 40 or more, 14%. Yeah, midday is bad, Jason. I would agree 100% on that. I'm not usually going to do it midday either. I'm going to do it early or I'm going to do it late. I would agree with you 100% on that. Hey, at least it's inside, so waiting longer isn't the worst. No, it's inside for sure. For sure. All right, let's talk. This is going to be an interesting one for everybody. Let's talk merchandise. Merchandise on this ride. I'll put mine out there right now. I think the merchandise on this is bad. Now, I say that, and Jeannie, a little bit earlier today, sends us out a message that says they have new Soarin t-shirts in Creation Shop. There's never any merchandise for Soarin'. There's such a big missed opportunity for Soarin'. We've talked about this with other things too. They could have a nice work pal t-shirt. They could have, and of course, these little beauties. They could have a, hi, my name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. There's so many quotable lines from that ride that they could use, that they could have a line of merchandise that I think would be a good seller. I'm not saying it's going to be a great seller. It's not going to be Haunted Mansion merchandise or Pirates of the Caribbean merchandise that I think does really well. But I think this is a missed opportunity for them. I think their merchandise is bad. There's no Soarin' merchandise. And there's so many different ways they could go with it. Yeah, Jason, they really don't. I mean, I like I said, Jeannie sent me something today, which I don't even have on me at the moment, that they now have a couple t-shirts over in Creation Shop in Epcot. But I think the merchandise is bad. They have little to no merchandise for Soarin'. And I think it's a mistake. I think they could have different things. Brian, I get it. Out in California, it wasn't great. But I think they could come up with different aspects of it if they really think outside the box. Well, yeah, Al, that's true too. I mean, and that's a fair point. If you're not a merchandise person, but I'm looking at it as we're not. I just think there's a market there, and I could be totally wrong, but I think there's a market there for merchandise with adults and kids that you can make it really, really fun. You could put Goofy in the ride and make it look like he's flying over the Eiffel Tower, or you could put Mushu in the ride and he's flying over the Great Wall of China, right? You could put Remy in the ride and he's flying over the Eiffel Tower too. Or you could put Aladdin and Jasmine on the ride as they go over the pyramids. I don't know. There's a lot of different things they could do. Ray says, we only see the merch booth if we need the restroom. They don't even have a merch booth, do they? They don't even have any merchandise. Like when you come off the ride, they got that area over to the right when you're coming off the ride where people sit and wait, right? That could be a merch area. There you go, Jason, right? Open up an Etsy shop. Oh, thank you, See You Tiger. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, so most people agree with me. 50% say bad. Yeah, Jason, I just think there's different ways they could come up with some good ideas. I don't have the artistry to make a t-shirt. If I was an artist, I would make t-shirts and put it on our t-shirt page, and we'd do well. I can come up with the ideas. I can't come up with the art part. I can't put it on paper. I come up with the idea. I can't put it on paper. So that's just me. All right, so that's the merchandise. I think most people agreed with me. The merchandise could be a heck of a lot better. A heck of a lot better. All right, last subject on Soarin', and then we're going to pick for next week. And then we're going to get into our news. We got a lot of news to go over this week. The importance of this ride to Epcot. Right? We talk about it every single time. Let me put them on the boards. You tell me. The importance of this ride to Epcot. And what are you going to say? A, it won't be missed. B, I'm a little sad, but I'm sure whatever replaces it's going to be better. C, I'm upset, but I'll get over it. Or D, I am chaining myself to this ride. It's not going anywhere. How important is this ride? I'm just going to put A, B, C, or D, and I'll leave your options up on the board, and there you go. A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D for you. Are you upset if this ride goes away? But I'm sure whatever replaces it'll be better. I'm very upset, but I'm going to get over it over time. No, I'm not going to miss this ride. Or this ride isn't going anywhere. I'm chaining myself to this ride. I want to hear what everybody has to say. So I think a lot of people are saying D. For me, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you could. This ride's important to Epcot. It really is. It's a signature ride over there. Before you had Guardians of the Galaxy, it really was the signature ride at Epcot. It really was. Spaceship Earth is kind of the icon of the park, but the big signature e-ticket ride at Epcot for the longest time was Soarin'. That was it. That's all you really have. I mean, you have Test Track, which is okay, and Frozen's great, but that's a water ride. Soarin' was the big ride. That was the ride everybody wanted to go to, and it still is. It still holds weight. It still holds up today. This ride can't go anywhere. If you want to make different iterations of it, okay, but it can't go anywhere. I think this ride is way too important to this park. Yeah, Soarin's Melissa's mother's favorite ride. Going to Home Depot to buy the chains. What chains? Victor, what did I miss? This is my first chain. Oh, to buy the chains. I'm sorry, Victor. I got you now. Yeah, I'm telling you a lot. That went right over my head that fast. Yeah, I think for a lot of folks, there would be a riot at Disney. Puddin', welcome in. I think it would be a riot if Disney said no more Soarin' and we're going in a totally different direction. But how iconic can it be when Disneyland has their own? Well, it's for those people that are never going to get to Disneyland, Mark, it's very iconic because they're not going to know any better. It's all they have. You know, and I get what you're saying, but I don't know. For those folks that may never go out there, it's about as iconic as it gets for them because they're not going to see it anywhere else. But I totally get what you're saying. The same ride out there. It's iconic out there, too. But I don't know. I think this ride is very, very important to that park. It would be even more important if they didn't have Guardians of the Galaxy, which I agree with Melissa, and we'll get there at some point. I don't think it necessarily fits at Epcot Guardians, but, you know, it's definitely the signature ride. Anyway, Living with the Land wouldn't get people into that building exclusively. No, it wouldn't, Jason. I agree. It really wouldn't. That ride is so important to that pavilion and that park. You know, what rides do you put ahead of Soarin' at Epcot? Guardians of the Galaxy? That's it for me. Test Track's not ahead of Soarin'. Frozen's not ahead of Soarin'. I love Spaceship Earth, but for ride thrill or for ride, you know, what are you going to put ahead of it other than Guardians over there? So I think it's very important. And I think most people agree. If they hadn't changed Journey to Imagination, that might be an icon and a must keep ride. Animal Zone, yeah, we talked about that last week. Oh, I love Spaceship Earth, Ryan. We'll get to that ride at some point, too. All right, so there you go. You guys have all spoken. Everybody thinks this ride is great. It's not going anywhere. You guys are chaining yourself to it, but they could work on the merchandise. And you know what? I got to agree. I think the merchandise is where they lack. Heavily lack in this park. And they've got to do a better job with some sort of merchandise. I can get on the for a car ride thrill. Yeah. G. Wilson, what up, G? Welcome in. All right, here we go. What else do I want to talk about? All right, so that's it. Let's pick for next week. Let's see where we're going next week. What up, G? Where are we going next week? We've been in Epcot for 3 weeks in a row. Let's see where we're going this week. All right, here we go. We are going to... We're staying in Epcot. Good Lord, we are staying in Epcot. The Seas with Nemo and Friends. In the big blue world. Bill, welcome in. Good to see you. So, The Seas with Nemo and Friends. We're staying in Epcot. We're gonna have all of Epcot done before we know it. So, Seas with Nemo and Friends next Sunday. Lots to talk about with that. That should be fun for sure. And I have a lot to say about that ride and the queue. We're going to go into the queue a lot, and we're really going to talk about that queue and see who's really paying attention to what the queue is. Because I'll leave it at that until next week. 69 likes, guys. We are almost at 100. Hit that like button. Mine. I love mine. I love the sea cabs too, actually. That's pretty neat. All right, so let's get into some news around Walt Disney World as we go into a little bit further. Because it's 8:36. We got plenty of time left. Let's get to our first news story of the day. I hope you guys can see that. Santa Claus! Good old Santy, Mr. Santy. Santa Claus moves to CommuniCore Hall. Where is it? What do I want to do here? There we go. Santa Claus moves to CommuniCore Hall for Epcot Festival of the Holidays in 2025. Santa Claus will have a new home at Epcot this holiday season. For the 2025 Epcot International Festival of the Holidays, Santa will move to CommuniCore Hall after meeting guests at the Odyssey for the past couple years. Guests will be able to meet Santa daily beginning November 28th through December 24th. He'll greet guests at the following times: 11, 12:30, 2, 3:30, 5. This move to CommuniCore Hall continues the venue's evolving role, that's interesting, during Epcot's seasonal events. In 2024, the hall hosted the Spaceship Earth-inspired gingerbread display. It did. I remember it. The Epcot International Festival of the Holidays runs from November 28th through December 30th and will feature holiday kitchens, the Candlelight Processional, storytellers, and seasonal entertainment across World Showcase. There you have it. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay, so let's get into this. He should have been there when the CommuniCore Hall. Last year he wasn't over there at CommuniCore Hall. And I liked the gingerbread display last year. I thought it was really neat. It was a little underwhelming, but I didn't dislike it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I think they can have both in that hall. That hall's big enough for both. Put Santa in there. Decorate it really nice. Don't half, it. Put the gingerbread back in there. Or put it somewhere. It needs to be there again. I think the gingerbread display was really cool last year. But I do like that they have him over there. I think it's smart. It's another way to use that facility for the holidays. But I really hope it's not just him. Really decorate it up. Make it almost like a little bit of a mini wonderland for the kids to get in there to see Santa Claus. Take those extra steps, Disney, and make it a little bit that much more magical. Bring back the over-the-top theming that you used to have. Don't bland it down. And that could be a really fun thing for kids to see Santa Claus during the holidays. It's just my opinion. I like that he's going over there, and I really think they could do a lot in that building where you only enter one way and you have to go through like a little bit of a wonderland with a lot of trees and lights and decorations and candy canes, giant candy canes. And then when you come out the other end, there's Santa Claus. It could be neat. So that's just me. I think they should do that, and that's just how I think they should do it. Brian, I have no idea what you're even talking about. McDonald's? What do you mean? Never mind. Stick to the subject, will you? So does this mean the Odyssey won't be used at all? Mad Flat Hatter, that's a good question. I don't really know what that means when it comes to that. I don't know. I don't know if that's what that means or not. The Odyssey building, I think, will be used for something. Maybe they'll just flip them. Maybe the gingerbread will go over there. Right? I don't know. We're visiting too early. Dang it. Leave November 15th. Yeah, Jason, I have my own opinion on Festival of the Holidays. Personally, I think they started way too late. I don't understand why we have to wait till November 28th for the Festival of the Holidays to start. I think it's ridiculous. We start Halloween in August, and we can't start Christmas in the beginning of November. Why do we have to wait till the end of November? It's basically 5 weeks of Christmas, whereas we have to take 12 weeks almost of Halloween. It makes little to no sense for me. I just don't get it. If you don't want to start the Candlelight Processional until Thanksgiving weekend, okay, that's fine. You don't have to start that. But why can't the Festival of the Holidays start at the beginning of November? I never understood that. I'm salty about that. I dislike that immensely. It really just bothers me. It really does. We're doing the Very Merry on the 14th. Right. So, I mean, they're starting Christmas over in Magic Kingdom and Jollywood probably over at Hollywood Studios early. Why can't Festival? I just don't get it. I don't understand that. Never have. But what do I know? Yeah, Jeannie, I'd be all right with November 1st. I agree 100%. All right, next news story. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I'm trying to get this as well. Here we go. Only one night remaining. This isn't really news, but I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. After weeks of steady sellouts, just one night is left for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Magic Kingdom. The final date available is Tuesday, September 30th, with tickets priced at $179. So there you go. So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party's got one date left. If you want to go, you only got one more chance. All the other dates are sold out. It could just be me, but today is September 22nd, and I know we got about a month left, a little over a month left of Halloween parties to go. But I actually feel like this is later. I don't know when the last night sold out last year, but it feels to me like it's later than last year. Usually these nights, they go like that. But it seems like it's a little bit later this year for it to sell out. There's still one more date left, and this is September 22nd. So maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've sold out around the same time. We did robbery news last week, See You Tiger, and I've heard nothing since. So I don't know if they caught him, if they're still trying to find him, or what. But no, nothing. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. One more night of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And Melissa and I have talked about this ad nauseum. I love the Halloween party. I think it's great. I love the parade. The trick-or-treating is great. All that is really fun. But when you start it so early in August like that, you're so susceptible and at the mercy of Mother Nature. Your entire night could be totally bomb if you don't have a good night. If it's a rainy night, your entire night is washed. Pun intended. When it comes to that party. And I think that's kind of a bummer. I think you got to really be careful with that because that happens a lot. And you'll see it where, what happened to us when we went. Anybody else ever have that? Let me know in the chat if you've gone and you had trouble with that. Where it was one of those things where I lost my train of thought. Where you went, but you couldn't get it, and it was a total washout of a night. Because when we went the other day, we didn't get the first parade. The second parade was limited. We didn't get many of the stage shows. Most of them were limited, and they did do the fireworks though. But it was a rainy night. It was a difficult night. Halloween stuff is obnoxiously early. Early September would suffice. Yeah, Jason, that's kind of how I feel. I think, why is it we get so much Halloween, but we get very little Christmas? That's why I'm salty about the whole thing with Christmas and Festival of the Holidays over there, because I feel like that should start a lot earlier than they do. Hey guys, we're at 72 likes. Thank you. But anyway, I digress. Let's talk about the next story. I want to go over this. There's a Figment. I thought this was kind of neat. They have a Figment light up ear hat ornament and more at Walt Disney World. These are neat. So new ornaments available at Walt Disney World are inspired by Journey into Imagination with Figment, Up, Lilo and Stitch, and more. That Journey into Imagination one, we'll get to that one in a minute. So here's the prices. $29.99, $26.99. There's all your prices for them. Let's go down the list. This ought to be fun. So that one right there, Melissa, if you're watching, that's going home with us. Because that is phenomenal. I love that Journey into Imagination one right there. That looks awesome. Look at that. Look at that with Figment on the top. I actually think I would like it better if Figment wasn't on top, if it was a little bit smaller. But I do like that a lot. There's the back. What do you guys think of that? Janet, look away. Yeah, we didn't get the Headless Horseman either, Animal Zone. I agree, Heather. I think that one's very cool. I really like that a lot. There's Hercules. Oh, I love that one. Oh my gosh, Melissa. Look at that as little Hercules. Holy cow. That one's amazing. That one is amazing. Here's the Emperor's New Groove. Oh my gosh, that one's neat too. These are really nice. Prices are right there, guys. See you, Tiger, right above where it says, right next to where it says the ornament. $26.99 for the Emperor's New Groove. That's cute. The Adventure Book ornament from Up. I thought that was there before. Maybe not. $29.99. That's okay. Oh, that's the inside. That's cute inside. Yes, Baby Hercules. A Sword in the Stone. There's another storybook one. That one's cool. You don't see a lot of Sword in the Stone stuff. There's the storybook on the inside, which is neat. There's another one, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs storybook, which is really nice. That is really cool. Wow, they've done a really good job on these. So a lot of them are storybooks. I don't mind this. Hey, Magpie, welcome in. Ornaments too expensive. They're not cheap, but they're also not cheaply made. These are like ceramic type. They're pretty heavy. I like the book ones, Heather. I don't love them. I do like them. I think they're cute. I don't know that we would collect them. This, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Look at that Aladdin Abu ornament right there, where he's trying to steal the emerald, I get a ruby, that giant ruby. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I love that ornament a lot. That might have to go home with us. Oh, there's some Little Green Aliens ornament set, $44.99 for them. They're cute. I think that. Look at the Lilo and Stitch with the. Oh my gosh, look at that! I love it. I don't know that I like the stuff hanging out the back though, but I like that. If you're a big Stitch fan, you'd probably like that. Any others? There's one, Lilo and Stitch with the snowman. That one's cute too. These are nice, and they're all in, of course, the Ye Old Christmas Shop. All right, so there you go. I think these ornaments are amazing. I'm trying to get my... I don't know about you guys, but I think those are fantastic. Ultimately, just incredible. I love those a lot. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. I know we had a small crowd tonight, but I was expecting it. We're not usually here on Mondays. So we appreciate you all coming in. Thank you very much. Definitely much appreciated. I got 74 likes. I'm actually very happy with that. I didn't even think we were going to get that many. Okay, now we're going to get into the big things I want to talk about. Chris Dad Builds talked about this the other night on his show. I'm going to talk a little bit about it tonight on mine. Let me bring it up right here. They've announced the Festival of the Holidays narrators. Let's talk about this. I think this is amazing. That's funny, Victor. The 2025 Epcot International Festival of the Holidays will once again feature the popular Candlelight Processional, a long-standing seasonal tradition. Each year, the event combines a mass choir of Disney cast members and community singers, the Voices of Liberty, a 50-piece orchestra, and a celebrity narrator who retells the Christmas story at America Gardens Pavilion, or America Gardens Theater. Fair enough. Disney has announced the full lineup of narrators for this year's performance, taking place November 28th through December 30th. The schedule features new names like such and such, and we're going to get into all those names right now. Let's get into the names. So here we go. Here's the narrators. November 28th to the 29th is Constance Wu. No idea who that is. But she's going to be there. November 30th through the 2nd is Jordan Fisher. Very popular. I'm sure both of his nights are going to sell out. Well, he's there 3 nights. The 30th, the 1st, and 2nd is Jordan Fisher. December 3rd and 4th is Jennifer Gardner. I'm sure she's going to sell out. 5th and 6th is Ashley Eckstein. I'm sure she's going to sell out. 7th and 8th is Ralph Macchio. I'm sure Daniel LaRusso is going to sell out. 9th and 10th is Leslie Uggams, who I don't know who that is. 11th through the 13th is Marley Matlin. 14th and 15th is Henry Winkler, which is we are going for that one. Happy Days is one of my all-time favorite shows, and we are definitely going to see Henry Winkler on the, I think it's the 14th, which is that Sunday. We are going. As soon as October 14th comes, which we'll talk about that in a minute too, we're booking a dining package. We're going. I'm getting a front row seat for Henry Winkler. I cannot wait. Very excited about that one. After Henry Winkler is Lauren Daigle, who I think is a Christian singer, 16th and the 17th. Gary Sinise is back for the 18th and 19th. We've seen him. He's amazing. 20th through the 22nd is Brendan Fraser. Glad he's back. We've seen him. He does a phenomenal job. 23rd and 24th is Luis Fonsi. 25th and 26th is Joel Smallbone, who I think is one of the singers for King and Country, a religious Christian group. 27th to 28th is Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, and then last but not least, 29th and 30th is Cheryl Lee Ralph. We know her from Hallmark. She's been in some Hallmark shows. So there's your full list. Let me know in the comments, who would you like to see? If you could get down here and you had the opportunity to do it, who would you want to see? Who on this list do you want to see? Leslie Uggams is a singer from the back in the day. She was very good. Okay, all right, good. Jason, you're funny. Lauren Daigle's really good. Yeah, I think she's a Christian singer, if I'm not mistaken. But who on this list would you see? Like, Melissa wants to see Ralph Macchio. So do I. So we're probably going to go for that one. We both want to see Henry Winkler. Obviously, everybody wants to see Gary Sinise when he does it. I think we'd like to see Brendan Fraser as well. I really would like to go see Jennifer Garner. So there's several on this list we'll probably make a really good effort to go see. And we're not blocked out this year because we have the highest pass, so we can go to all of them. I would want to see Walter and Melissa do it. No, I don't think anybody would be there for that one. Brie Larson or Jennifer Garner, who gets the diamond? Oh, no comment, Jason. I'll leave it at that. I'm not the biggest Brie Larson fan. It's why I like anything else. Just because something looks good in the window doesn't mean it's great when you get it home. I'll leave it at that. Me and Stacey are thinking about December 14th too. Oh, cool, Douglas. Ralph Macchio, Henry Winkler, and Brendan Fraser for Victor. Gary Sinise for Ryan. We're going to be seeing Constance Wu, but I'd love to hear Joel Smallbone, Ralph Macchio, Gary Sinise, and Lauren Daigle. There you go, Heather. Great. Renee, welcome in, Renee. Good to see you, dear. Gary Sinise and Henry Winkler, she says. She was really good in her Apple show. We would be there to see Walt and Melissa. Nobody else would be. Anyway, no Neil. Yeah, it's interesting. No Neil Patrick Harris. Not really shocked from what I hear, Stacy. He's on Broadway at that time. He's on Broadway, and I think that's why he's not doing it this year. He can't because he's on Broadway. So that makes sense. No Whoopi, no Neil Patrick Harris, no what's the other Christian singer, Melissa, that you like that did it a few times? Stephen Curtis Chapman, I think, has done it a few times. He's not back this year. So yeah, I like seeing different names. I have no problem with seeing different names. I'm kind of glad we're getting some different names. Makes it a little bit more fun. Again, Neil Patrick Harris to me, he's fine. We've never gone to one of his. I don't really care either way. I've never seen How I Met Your Mother. Was never really a big fan of that. I like Doogie Howser, but yeah, no Josh Gad either. Again, not a big fan of Josh Gad, so I couldn't care less if he's there or not. It doesn't bother me. Brendan Fraser, I like him. I like Henry. Love Henry Winkler. I really like Ralph Macchio. I like Jennifer Garner. I like Gary Sinise. I want to go see people I like. You know, like, it's just how it is. But, you know, for sure, it's good seeing new people. And speaking of which, if you are thinking about going, sorry so late, Danny, welcome in. Good to see you. They have the Candlelight Processional dining packages. The Festival of the Holidays offer the Candlelight Processional dining packages, which includes a meal at a participating restaurant and guaranteed seating for one of the nightly Candlelight Processional performances. Reservations open October 14th. This is important, folks. October 14th is when the reservations open. So if you want to do it, if you're thinking about doing it, remember that date, October 14th, bright and early, get up, 6 a.m., whatever the day is, and get in there and get your Candlelight Processional dining packages. Because the popular ones, Jennifer Garner, Henry Winkler, Jordan Fisher, Gary Sinise, Ralph Macchio, Brendan Fraser, they're going to go fast. They're going to go fast. And we're going to get up. I'm getting up early that day. October 14th, I'm up. I'm ready to go. And we're getting the ones we want. So here's all the different restaurants. What's included? Most restaurants, one entree and a dessert, or a full buffet where available, plus one non-alcoholic beverage. At Spice Road Table, 2 small plates, a shared tangine, a shared dessert platter, and 1 beverage. 1 guaranteed seat per person for the performance. All right, so here's your different packages. You can go to the beer garden for $70 a person. Thanks, Danny. We appreciate that. That's the first one. Second one is Chef de France, $86 for adults, $35 for children. Coral Reef, $78.32. Grand Garden Grill breakfast, $71.43. Dinner, $84.52. La Crêperie is on this list. I don't think it was on the list last year. I don't think it was. But anyway, La Crêperie is on this list, $57 or $30. La Hacienda de San Angel, $86 and $37. Now, look, I was on in the chat on Chris Dad Builds' channel the other night. La Hacienda de San Angel and then San Angel Inn are 2 totally separate restaurants. People see San Angel and they think it's the same thing. The San Angel Inn is the one on the inside the pavilion, where the ride goes by it. That's San Angel. La Hacienda is the one on the outside. Always remember that. The one on the outside is very good. We've eaten there twice, Melissa and I, and loved it both times. What's up, Jen, Monterey, Molly? Welcome in. I get it. Jen, that makes total sense to me, too. I'm with you. I really am. But that's a lot of money. $71 for Garden Grill. That's a lot of money. But you get a lot of food. Remember, it's all you can eat, all you care to eat, and you're getting a show on top of it. It's a dinner and a show. But you're right. If you don't care about the seating and you're willing to get there early, you can save $71 and see the same show. I'm with you. I totally get it. You can. Look, we've done it in years past. If we don't get the dining package, okay, if we don't get the dining package for Henry Winkler, the day we want to go, I'm getting there bright and early. I'm going to get there 5 hours early if I have to, and I'm getting in line, and I'll just sit there. So you're right. You don't have to pay, and you can still see the same show. All right, let's keep going. Le Cellier is the most expensive, $104. $42 for kids. Nine Dragons, $68 and $28. Regal Eagle, that's your same day, $41 and $24. Rose and Crown, $66 and $29. Shiki Sai, and $99 and $50. Spice Road, $60 and $24. Tepanetto, $110 and $60. That's the most expensive. I'm sorry. Tutto Italia, $77 and $29. Via Napoli, $65 and $28. Okay, so for us on this list, remember Garden Grill, there's a breakfast price and then a dinner price, lunch and dinner price. Both are very good, by the way. If I'm going to choose, and I'm going to go in order, I'm going to give you my top 3 on this list. Via Napoli is going to be first. Second is probably going to be Beer Garden, only because during the holidays, it's a holiday in there too. They do holiday music. It's decorated. Via Napoli, Beer Garden, and third is kind of tough. Tutto Italia is very good. We've eaten there. It's very good food. I think it's overlooked because of Via Napoli a lot. It's very good. We also like Garden Grill. It's really hard to pick. There's a few on here, but that's kind of our pick. I don't know which one for you guys, but that's just me. La Hacienda's good too. Le Cellier's great, but it's $104. Tepanito's great. I'm not paying $110. What are you, nuts? No way. Heather says, we've always gotten the dining package because we don't want to stand in line for 2 hours. I get it, Heather. I'm with you. Jen says, I want the 5 p.m. show for Henry Winkler. We'll probably try for Via Napoli and then Beer Garden. Yes, Jen, us too. We're doing the same thing. We're doing Via Napoli. I'd like to do the 5 o'clock show as well. If you guys are there, I'd love to see you guys for sure. Maybe we can all sit together. That'd be fun. Jason says, Via Napoli's the best food I've had at Epcot. It's up there, Jason. It's very good. We've had a lot of good food at Epcot. Le Cellier's darn good for me. Melissa's had a couple bad experiences. Le Cellier's great. Tepanito's great. Via Napoli's great. Tutto Italia was great. Garden Grill is good. I think they have a lot of really good places over there. They really do. So you really can't go wrong. Regal Eagle's good. Rose and Crown is good. Like I said, Beer Garden is good. They've got some good ones on this list. Well, here's the thing about Regal Eagle, guys, and please tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right on this. If they sell out on the dining packages, let's say Henry Winkler, I'm just going to use him as an example. Let's say Henry Winkler sells out on the dining packages, right? Sells out. And they need every one they can get. Every single dining package they can get. They may not have any available at Regal Eagle. I think they only hold them at Regal Eagle if they have some that are left over. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm explaining that wrong. I'm with you, Heather. I don't want to stay on. Well, no, I totally get it, Heather. And for you guys, it's a totally different perspective because of Gregory and everything. I get it. I really totally get it. Hey, Sam, what's up? Welcome in. I am right. Okay, so I'm right. So remember that. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for just confirming that. So yeah, if they sell out all of the dining plans and need them, they're going to take them from Regal Eagle. So even though it says same day only, you might go same day and they're going to say, nope, they're all gone. If it's that popular. So be aware of that going in. I would say don't put all of your eggs in one basket that, oh, well, we'll just go to Regal Eagle that morning and get one. Because they may not be there. Hey, Rhiannon, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good trip. We got to see her Sunday. Shane Wright, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Guys, hit that like button. We're at 79. Sam says, and if they have any left over, they close them 2.5 hours before showtime. So that's another thing. So even if they did have them left over, if you go within an hour of showtime, they're not going to give them to you. It's closed. 2.5 hours is the cutoff, even if they have them at Regal Eagle. So that's another thing to remember. If you want to do Regal Eagle and you're going to the 5 o'clock show and you run up there at 4 o'clock, you're not getting one. That's important. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the last story. I thought that was. I thought those were all interesting. I wanted to go over the Candlelight Processional because we're getting there, gang. This is September 22nd. We're really close now to finishing up one more month of Halloween. I'll be glad when that's over. 3 months of Halloween at Disney. Oh, can't do it. And then finally, we'll be starting to get into the holiday season. But, all right, gang, look, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. A couple things, again, a little bit of programming. Please remember we're having November 8th, our meetup, Mouse Talk meetup, November 8th, Disney Springs. I really hope a lot of you can make it. Love to have a great turnout. If you don't want to come to see me, come see Melissa. That's fine too. I don't mind. It won't hurt my feelings. I would love to see a lot of folks there. If you are coming and you haven't already told us you're coming, please let us know. Jason Botcher, welcome in. Because we'd love to have a good head count, because we're hoping to get a little gift for everybody when you get there. So November 8th, 10 a.m., Disney Springs. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys can make that. Mods, great job as usual. Members, thank you for your extra generosity and loyalty. We can't do this channel without you. We appreciate you very much. We really, really do. And anybody Ninja watching, we know you're out there. Thank you for Ninja watching. We appreciate that as well. Thank you for all the prayers for Mason. He's doing much better. He seems to be back to normal. A little bit of a scare there, but he's doing good, and your prayers are greatly appreciated. We definitely means a lot. And other than that, I think that's it. Members, thank you. Mods, great job. Thank you to all those folks that have subscribed to the channel. As you can see, we're pushing 26,000. We're doing great. It's been a lot of fun growing, and we really enjoy the channel. We're trying to find some new things. We really want to do some new stuff. I've been talking about it for a while, and I still think that ultimately we're going to get there, where we're going to do a little bit more vlogging and a little less live streaming, at least at the parks. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but you know, these at home are great. We love doing these. This is nothing to it. I just walk in the other room and start it up. But they're not going away. But we're gonna lean a little bit more into some vlogs for sure. But like Melissa we just posted one today of Melissa's her newest Disney Take My Money over at the 100 Acre Goods store with Rhiannon, who's in the chat. Rhiannon's in the video, so go watch Melissa and Rhiannon over at the Winnie the Pooh store in Magic Kingdom. Anyway, all right, gang, have a great rest of your night. We're well past 9 o'clock. Appreciate y'all. No stream tomorrow night, but we are hopefully going to be vlogging in STK Orlando dining, which is going to be great. All right, gang, have a great rest of your day. Appreciate all the prayers again. It means very much to us. We're blessed to have you in our lives. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time. I love to take my money show. Thanks, Jen. She puts a lot of effort into it, so I'm glad. Take care of yourselves and each other, gang. We'll see you soon.